Hello, friends. What you see in front of you is called a stem and leaf plot, or a stem plot. Now, the way that we read this is that the numbers along here are called the are called the stems. And then the numbers along here are the leaves. Now, what this means for us, the way that we read this, we've got this key down here. It says 2 line 0 means 20. In this case, we're talking about lizards. So 2 line 0 means 20. Each leaf indicates a different data value. In this case, a different zoo with their number of lizards. So sometimes it can be difficult to know how to read a stem plot. And so one recommendation that I have is, if it's tripping you up, to write out what your data values are. So we know that 2 line 0 is 20. Oops, that's not visible. 20. Then we have 2 line 6. That's 26. We have 2 line 8. That's 28. And then we have another 2 line 8 and another 2 line 8. Then we jump down to 3 line 0, 30. And 3 line 2 is 32, and so on. You'll notice that we don't have any leaves for 0, 1, 5, or 6. That indicates that those stems are there just so that we have those placeholders, basically. But if there's no leaves attached, there are no data values there. Oops, wrong thing. So, how many zoos reported their number of lizards, which in this case means how many data points are shown here. So each leaf, again, indicates a different data value. So, like with the dot plot, we're going to count up our data values. Count only the leaves, not the stems. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 data values, or in this case, 15 zoos that reported their number of lizards. What is the fewest number of lizards at a zoo? So that's going to be looking for whatever the smallest number is that, again, actually has a leaf. So even though we have 0 and 1 in here as stems, because they have no leaves, that doesn't count. So the smallest number that actually has a stem and a leaf is 2 line 0, or 20. Similarly, what is the most number of lizards at a zoo? We have the 5 and the 6 here, but they don't have any leaves. So our largest number is 4 line 6, or 46. Oops, wrong one. And then mean, median, mode, range, quartiles, and interquartile range. Now, stem plot is, again, a lot like a dot plot in that you can pretty easily see the mode, and you can easily find the range. So the mode is going to be whichever set of leaves has the most of a repeated value. So of the 2s, we've got 0, 6, 8, 8, 8. Of the 3s, we've got 0, 2, 6, 6, 7, 8. Of the 4s, we've got 1, 2, 6, 6. So the one that is repeated the most is those 3 8s, meaning that our mode is going to be 28. And range, again, is also easy, because that's just the largest value, which was 46 that we found earlier, minus the smallest value, which was the 20 that we found earlier. So our range is 26. And then again, for mean, median, and the quartiles, I'd recommend using your calculator if you have that available to you. It's just going to be easier and faster, and you're less likely to make mistakes that way. So when I put it in my calculator, I find that our mean is 34.27, or we can round to 34.3. Median is 36. And then our Q1, I find, is 28. Our Q3 is 41. So our IQR is 13, just subtracting the quartiles. And then finally, find the percentage of zoos that have 28 lizards. So we want to find how many 28s we have, which is 3. So we have 3 out of how many we had in total, which we found earlier was 15. If we calculate that, we get 0.2 or 0.20. And then to find the percentage, we move the decimal place 2 spots and we get 20%.